Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Three tips here, and someone had commented about wiping out beakers, the stubborn particles of gold that cling to the inside of the beaker. And I've got a beaker here that's I've got some gold clinging to it, even here on the sides. I don't know if you can see that, but down on the bottom, and it comes from a precipitation with SO2 gas. And what I'm going to do is demonstrate how I get these stains out of here, or get these particles of gold out of here so that I can recover them. The way I like to do this is make a little bit of Aqua Regia in the bottom of the beaker. Just pour in, that was hydrochloric acid I poured in, and we'll set this up on the heat now. Now what I'll do is add a few milliliters of nitric acid in here to form Aqua Regia. And what will happen is the Aqua Regia will dissolve the gold off the bottom of the beaker, cover it up. Any stains along the side of the beaker, when that hot Aqua Regia starts producing fumes, it will combine or react with these stains that are on the side and dissolve them as well. So this is the way I like to do it. It ensures that I get 100% of the gold out of this beaker that likes to cling to the insides, rather than trying to wipe it out with a paper towel. Here you can see all the stains that were clinging to the inside of the walls of the beaker have been dissolved. The Aqua Regia boils, it produces fumes, and those fumes react with the gold that's clinging to the insides of the beaker and dissolves it, even though it's not in touch or in contact with the actual liquid. The fumes contact the gold that's clinging to the wall and dissolves it. And I found that this is the real only way to get 100% of the gold out of these beakers. No matter how hard you rinse, no matter how hard you wipe, you always have just a little bit left in the beaker. But not with this method. It gets 100% of the gold down into that liquid, and then we can recover the gold from that liquid. This only took about 5 minutes. This is my waste container right here that's full of chemicals for precipitating gold. And now what I'm going to do is just pour the liquid that contains our gold from the beaker into this waste container, and then we'll be able to recover 100% of the gold out of this beaker. Any gold in solution that I'm pouring off into my waste container here will just precipitate out and fall to the bottom of this waste beaker, and then I can get it out later. And here's my beaker now, absolutely spotless. Notice that I've got the beaker sitting on the cardboard in the Florida fume hood rather than back up on the hot plate there. And the reason for that is I put this beaker back on the hot plate once. Let me see if I can find the place, and it cracked on me right there. You can see a crack. I put it back on the hot plate, and then I added some hydrochloric acid to it. It was empty. When I added the hydrochloric acid, it was only on there for 2 minutes or so, but that's enough to create a heat differential and cause the beaker to crack. So this is ruined. I saved it so I could make this video about it. So never set an empty beaker on a hot plate. One other quick item here. This is my temporary waste container for my gold refining solutions. And what I do is I pour off the rinses and any waste from a gold refining that I do, and some of the gold gets poured over with it and ends up down here on the bottom of this container. And what we'll do is one day make a video on recovering this gold. It's like a savings account for me. I just builds up in here. I don't pour this into my stock pot. I pour the solution up here above it into my stock pot and cement out any traces that might be in that solution. But the solid gold that settles to the bottom of the flask, I don't disturb that, and I wait until it builds up, and then we'll recover that gold out of there and make us a nice little button of pure gold and offer it for sale. All right, this will conclude the video. Thanks for watching.